to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm Quentin Whitwell, City Councilman for Ward 1, elected by the people of Northeast Jackson, and this is the first edition of Straight Talk with Councilman Quentin Whitwell. I'm here to tell you a little bit about how wonderful of a place Jackson, Mississippi is, give you the inside scoop on government and politics. Many people often see the headlines, but they don't really know the straight talk. They don't know the truth behind what is going on. They don't know what the behind the scenes operations are, and that's what I'm here to offer, to give you transparency in government, because people deserve to know what is really going on behind the scenes and what is making Jackson a better place and what are the things we can do to improve. And that's what I'm here to offer you. So come on along as we walk through this lovely area over here that is the old train station. We've got the King Edward Hotel that many people for years and years said would never be revitalized, and now it is the pride and joy of Mississippi. We have the Standard Life building also. We have so many wonderful development projects that have been going on for the last 5 or 10 years, and they deserve to get the recognition, and they deserve for people to understand what the personalities are behind those. And so in our next segment, and the second segment of all of these shows that we will be doing here, we will be letting people know these personalities, the people that are behind these operations, and get to meet them and understand what it is that makes a person an entrepreneur, what it is that makes a person a leader, what it is that makes a person a community activist, what people are doing in Jackson. Now, one of my favorite things is food. I love food, and I believe that Jackson is known for its food and its music. We are a vital cultural city, and it's incredible the things that you will learn through this show, and as you understand Jackson and Mississippi more about our blues music, our jazz musicians, the types of food and cuisines that are made, the artists that we have. I too am an artist because I wrote a novel, and I won an award, or it was nominated for an award for a fictional book, and so I understand the arts community as well. And that's what we want to broadcast in this show, to let people know about Jackson, Mississippi and the great things that are going on. So one of the things that I've proposed is that we take food trucks. Let people who know how to cook go buy a truck and make that cuisine out of that truck. And this is real popular in places like Austin, Texas. It started out of Los Angeles, and we're in the process of working through the Rules Committee, which is chaired by my fellow Councilman, Kenny Stokes. And Councilman Stokes is working very hard on this. We've had one public hearing. We're going to have a second one in the upcoming weeks and hopefully get a vote before the council. I've worked really hard with the mayor's staff, the zoning and planning department, so that we can get this accomplished. We also had meetings with the Department of Health and also the State Tax Commission. They wanted to tell us the best ways to collect the revenue from such an exciting adventure. And we believe that there are at least a half dozen, maybe as many as a dozen people that would be interested in having these trucks, and they could be placed in areas all over Jackson that are approved by our planning department. This looks like a good area right here. So learn more about Jackson. It's a great place, and I'm glad to be able to participate in making it even better. Being on the Jackson City Council is not easy. It means you have to be able to take the heat from the public, and it means that there are a lot of people that disagree with your positions, and then there are a lot of people that agree with them, and trying to balance what the public thinks is right with what your own conscience tells you is right is very important. We've had a number of issues here recently that have had some lively debate. One of them is about our budget and how much money we should spend and where that money should go toward and who should have the authority to spend that money. Right now there are stories being aired about whether or not the mayor's office can purchase cars without city council approval, and we are looking at that and discussing that openly. And we have even found cars that were impounded that ended up going back into operation. And so we've had some questions about that, and it's been very interesting. Also, we're looking at zoning issues. Some of the changes in zoning have negatively impacted some businesses in our area. And I voted against those changes, but unfortunately I was not able to secure enough votes of other council members to do so, and they felt like that the recommendations of staff to change the zoning requirements were best for the city overall. Unfortunately, I disagreed because I believe that we should be business friendly first, and that's the way I plan to vote and how I operate in Jackson, but I respect the opinions of my colleagues, of course. We've also looked at some different types of refinancing mechanisms and even changed freed up money in certain areas that aren't being spent with money in other areas to make sure that our budget is balanced. And I'm looking forward as the Vice Chairman of the Budget Committee to get in there and really look at where all the money is being spent and see if there are ways that we can make cuts, because you, the people, it's your tax dollars and they don't need to be wasted. We need to make sure that every dollar that we spend is done so wisely and that it's for your benefit. So those are the kinds of things that on any given day in the city council chambers, you never know what may heat up. One day, hopefully I'll be able to bring you to a meeting so that you can see exactly what goes on. We do broadcast on Comcast Channel 18, the public station, that will let you see the full view, but we will on this Channel 98 Straight Talk show, we will let you know kind of the recap and the synopsis of each meeting. The last meeting we had was a special meeting 2 days ago that was about the reauthorization of Downtown Jackson Partners, and that's one of the reasons why we're down here right now, because we're showing that what Downtown Jackson Partners has done in connection with the Jackson elected officials and city leaders has been incredible. We have rejuvenated this area in many ways, but we've got so much further to go. And I look forward to working with these folks that are trying so hard to make Jackson even better and making things happen. Over in my ward, we're going here shortly to Highland Village, which is one of our big retailers. And Highland Village has many numerous shops that a lot of people from all over the metro area go to. One of them is the Dancing Divas. And the Dancing Divas is a great retail shop where my daughter often buys her clothes. And we're going to meet Miss Helen Summerford and her business partner, Lee Easley, and we're going to talk to them about what it is that their shop does and the types of people that come in their store, and whether they're from Jackson or from other areas of the city. And we're going to ask them questions about how it is that they came to be business owners in Jackson, Mississippi, and why it is that they are so committed to their city. So I look forward to being with you on that second segment right after this message.